Hi guys, I'm here with a very large package. I will show you. It goes from here all the way to here. It is about over 3 feet long. You can see it says fragile, handle with care, all over it. This is a late Christmas present for myself. I gotta cut through this outer paper. And get through it. So I had been watching this for a while. I talked with a seller on eBay, and I have been searching for this doll, which is a rare one, for over 4 years. Since I started collecting, and you're gonna know by the title, it is a Masterpiece doll. Which Masterpiece? They have Masterpiece dolls were owned by Black Owl Industries, and they went out of business, and they were manufactured, and the dolls themselves were manufactured in like these Chinese factories. And I've seen videos, like old videos, like 8 years ago. They still have some of them up on eBay, oh my goodness, on YouTube, showing how the jointed ones are put together and everything. But on eBay now, I think those same Chinese factories, they must have duplicated them, because they have ones up, but they're not COA, the original dolls. They're kind of making copies, but this is an original. And the artists are 2 German artists. I've gotten some from eBay DE, which is a German European eBay site for. But normally only 350 of each sculpt is released. And the artists are Monica Peter Light and Monica Levenig. And recently, finally got that wrapper off. Woo. Okay. And recently, Monica Peter Light released a few new ones with in the last few years with Ashton Drake. She made a few for them. And which I have the 2 Bavarian, the boy and girl, Louisa and Louis. And then the Monica Levenig just did it was like a year and a half ago, did a Laura, but she's very small, petite framed. She's a dancing ballerina. And those I have in my nursery. I don't have the Laura yet, but I have a lot of different ones. So they make the fully vinyl body with jointed, and then they make what's called sitters. And the sitters are kind of like a big reborn, because they have squishier limbs. They're not that hard vinyl. Their heads are that harder vinyl, but not quite as hard as, you know what I mean? But the limbs are squishy, and they have joints, and like on their cloth body, like a reborn. And their limbs themselves are really, really soft, but they have like a cloth body. And then they have what's called standers that are part cloth, that it's a firmer cloth where you can't sit them. So I have all 3 varieties, and this one is a sitter. And to get her with her COA, mint condition, in her original box, because And she is made by Monica Peter Light. And, I mean, yeah, I was so excited. My cat has jumped in that thing of paper. It's funny. So, this is the way she would originally came. And you used to be able to only get them from... So you can't get them. The only way you can get them is from other doll collectors. Or, you used to be able to get them from Herbie's and a couple other people on eBay that would buy in bulk, you know, like resellers of the dolls. They'd get them from Blackwell Industries. And I've bought them from them as well. But, this was from a private collector. And she really bubble packed her and everything. So I have not peeked or anything. So I'm just trying to take all this off. She has been here for almost a week. And I haven't felt well. So I didn't open her. So I was like, I gotta open her. I also have a reborn that came in. So yeah. So stay tuned. But I was like, I gotta get this one opened first. Oh my goodness. And they do have glass eyes. So that's one thing when if you're buying on the secondary market, you have to make sure that the sitter ones don't have, you know, like their glass eyes can crack. Things like that. But her name is Sarah. And I follow another channel. She does a lot of other things now, like true crime. But she used to do... She does have another channel about dolls. And she has 2 of these. And her doll is called Ava. And she would do like cute things with an app. Talking. And like make the doll talk. And... this cute little voice, and she'd say, it's all about Ava. It's really cute. Okay, I'm searching for her paperwork. She has wrapped her up so well. She's approximately 32 inches. Alright, for some reason I can't find her COA. We'll find that afterwards. Alright, so I guess I'm going to turn you and start at her legs. She is quite the big girl. But I was like, I wanted her for so long. Oh my goodness. She is so squishy. So I love about the sitters. Like, you can see how squishy they are. Literally squishy. She's these cute. She has her original outfit, everything. So I'll show you her cutesy feets. I mean, they are... I have boys and girls of the sitters. And they are one of my favorites of the Masterpiece dolls. And they're so fun to buy clothes for. And dress and pose. But this one was on... I only have like 3 more on my wish list. But she was at the top. She's like the unicorn of Masterpiece dolls to find. So I was so excited to find her. And in mint condition and everything. I was like, yes, Santa, put that on my wish list. So here is her other leg. And I'll show you. As you can see the cute bent. Oops, I dropped scissors. Bent at the knee. And see they have a teddy bear white cotton body. See how they're jointed? Or just like a reborn has, but they're jointed at the hip. So you can move their legs, you can sit them, pose them. So here is her COA though. There's only 350 in the world. And I'll show you that in a minute because it has her full portrait and everything. But this has her original clothing, her little denim. She has a little denim skirt on and her little shortsies. But she was wrapped up really well. I'm gonna have a trash bag just for all the wrapping. And in her original box, I mean, but look at her hands. You can tell how, like, it's like she hugs your fingers. She is so, like, rubbery, flexy. They're silicone that they're made out of. And they, excuse me, they stuff their limbs. They do put some weighting in their bum and stuff so they sit well. But now that Masterpiece dolls are harder to find, they used to sell at like $300, $350, up to $400 brand new when they first came out. Now they're going all the way up to $700 to $1,000 sometimes because, you know, they're rare now. It's hard to find. So I got really lucky with her. Look at the dimples on her hands. And then I thought, oh yeah, she's got a lot of weighting on her bum. I follow a Masterpiece doll group. I know I have over 30-something Masterpiece dolls now. And that's just in the last 4 years, what I've gotten. I started collecting. Oops, hang on. Which I have a lot of box openings on my channel of Masterpiece dolls. Some day I get time, I'm going to have to put them all in a playlist. But they're on my channel. You can find them. And oh my goodness. The best part, her head. And I love that the Masterpiece dolls have wigs because their hair is so easy to style. And I make my own conditioning to, you know, to recondition their wigs and everything. Okay, good girl. I'm going to sit you up here. She is a chunker. So I have to, you can see, like, compared to my head, she is a chunk. Look at that face. She's, I got travel hair. There's her ear. She says, yes. She has perfect eyes. Okay. That's strange. They put like I thought it was a line drawn on her, but it's actually from the factory. See that? Like above her eyebrow. It's where like how they painted it themselves. But you can see there's her wig netting. But her hair is really, it's like shoulder length curly, which I need to style it and condition it. But behind their head, you can see, whoops, it'll have her number. There's a little black dot right there, but see, there's a zip tie. They have a cloth teddy bear body, but then they have, see, like joints where you could pose them or whatever. Look at her cute little nose and lips, and she could, because she has an open mouth like that, she could take makes it look really pink with the bright light, but it's not that pink in person in her mouth. But I could make a modified, there we go, pacifier for her, and she's so adorable. She's like, oh, but the doll side I follow, I realized I missed not one, but two, but three. This woman was selling, she sold 3 of her own personal collection of this doll, and I was like, how did I miss this? But thankfully, let me set this back down. We're going to turn, and then, of course, her head will turn. Her head's a firmer, but I didn't bring her styling out, or her hairbrush, but she is so cute. Alright, I will show you her COA. She weighs about probably about about 11 pounds, 10 pounds. And then originally she would have had this hang tag on her wrist, and that's her artist, Monica Peter Light, and that would have been on her wrist. She is Sarah, like I said, and then her COA is, she is number 44 of 350, but sometimes they would release 350 American in America, and then 350 European sculpts, but a lot of the toddlers were only American, and then they have some smaller ones, and in Germany and stuff, when I look on their sites, they call them puppins, P-U-P-P-E-N, so I guess that's like what they call dolls, is puppins. So, it says that, and these are like the older boxes. It says Masterpiece Gallery, Certificate of Authenticity, most important thing, okay, the most important thing for Monica Peter Light is to sculpt lifelike, realistic dolls. The children who surround Monica inspire her to try to capture the innocent glance of that mischievous expression. The dolls created by Monica are young personalities. These little folk will capture your heart. Monica has won numerous awards for her dolls. Your Monica Levenig doll has been made of the finest materials and created to the exacting standards of the artists and Masterpiece Galleries. It is issued in a limited edition and hand-numbered with the artist's personal signature mark. And she is, I think she was made in 2008. And then even the older ones, they have the photo with them. So that is her photo. So I think that she doesn't have on her is her headband. But she is so sweet. I've been looking, like I said, for 4 years for this toddler in mint condition. You know, because, what is she, 2008, I think? Let me see. Let me flip you over. Oh, you're a big girl. It is on their body. Hold on. She's like, what are you doing to me? She's got a diaper on. Alright, there should have been a tag that was on her back. She's got like a plasticky vintage diaper. Alright, girl. Where's your top? No, it's not her top. Sometimes it's near their back. Hers is up by her. She's like, if I wasn't in this box. See, it says U.S. edition. And, sorry, she was born, born. Copyright 2007. So this is, she's 14 years old. Number 44, 350. So, that's how you know you're getting authentic. Plus, they're marked right here. MPL, Monica Peter Light, and then it'll say 07, the year. So, I do need to, whoops, sorry you couldn't see that. Right here, they have the marking. I just noticed there's a little mark right there, but Gray Magic Eraser can get rid of that. But with these dolls, you can change their wigs and stuff if you want to. But I have looked at those ones that the Chinese copies or whatever, and I've seen people buy girls and then cut their hair to make them into a boy. I'm just going to move this box for a minute so you can see how big she is sitting up on the table here. This box is so big. I haven't even took down my Christmas tree yet because we still have gifts underneath it to open. We're a little far behind here. Because we didn't put our tree up till late, so I'll show you how big she is, literally. Like, she is a big, big girl. See, huh? She's a big girl. She would look like maybe 2.5, 3-year-old. Yeah, she's like a presents everywhere. Next to my computer desk here. Huh. I mean, she like swallows up this tree, and this tree is a 4-foot tree. She hide most of it. Ah, big girl. Got hairs in your face. But it's going to be fun to style her hair and everything. You can even put little piglets, but style it. And I use certain detangler I make. And I had one that had really like frizzy curly hair, and I was like, oh my goodness, am I going to be able to restore that? And I did the hair, and I trimmed just the ends and used the detangler stuff on it, and then let it air dry, like set. And that, she's got perfect curly, like tight curl, just set perfectly, silky curls, and you wouldn't even know there was anything wrong with it. So I'm going to have to do a video sometime on how to restore doll wigs or masterpiece, any doll wig, because the formula I use, what I do, it works well. There's a thread in her hair right there. That's from her wig. I could just snip that. But there she is. She's like, I've been waiting in that box. And you need to let me out. Alright, my cat's like racing around. Alright, I'm going to let you guys go. Let me know what you think. I need to clean up all this and fix her hair and everything, and get her cleaned up and all that, and put her in the nursery with the other ones so the kitties don't get them, because I don't like the cats near the dolls. And let me know, do you collect masterpiece dolls? Are you interested in them? Have you seen they call them sitter, and they also call them teddy bear type, because their bodies are like this white cloth, you know, like a reborn. But if this is also a good way to, if you want a realistic looking toddler reborn, and you know, didn't want to pay $800-900 for a reborn, you know, a toddler this big, then, but I got really lucky, and I had her in my saved searches on eBay, and it popped up, and I kept watching it, and it was haunting me, and I'm like, I talked to the seller, I'm like, I gotta get this. So I was so excited to get it, and I haven't even told her that, you know, I opened it or anything yet, because I haven't. So I gotta let her know everything was fine. And like I said, I just noticed my analytics too. Over like 60 something or 70% of my viewers aren't even subscribed. If you want great content, just subscribe, guys. It'd mean the world to us and to me. And also, so you'll be notified of other unboxings and great videos and content and giveaways coming up. So with that said, like, comment, subscribe, and as usual, dolly hugs and happy hauling.